Yo, what's up? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97. First off, I want to say Happy New Year, baby. 2017 is going down, you know what I'm saying? Also, a lot of people wanted me to bring back Shots Fired on a regular basis. So you know what? Bang, bang, start game. Shots Fired! It's crazy right now. Call of Duty beats Battlefield 1, just like I said it would. But let's find out why. Let's go. Bang, bang, start game. Shots Fired! One time, HipHopGamer, Hot 97. Well, it's obvious. Like, what people don't understand about like Call of Duty, you know, when those YouTube dislikes was happening and everybody was kind of like, they was actually confident, like, you know, that Call of Duty was not gonna, you know, beat, like, surpass Battlefield 1 and beat them in sales. And I was trying to tell people, look, like, the trailer came out. The trailer wasn't bad at all. Like, the trailer looked great. Battlefield 1 trailer looked better. Like, don't get me wrong, it looked better. But just because one thing looked better doesn't mean the other one is bad. That's the first thing. The second thing is, so many people was complaining about the game because they was going into space and now Call of Duty is over the top and I can't get with this. It makes no sense. You don't even know what the game is going to bring you. And to be honest with you, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is, in my opinion, one of the best Call of Duties. Like, period. The story, crazy, you know what I'm saying? Gameplay, all of that, it feels great. That's the second thing. Like, people was complaining about Call of Duty going into space, not realizing that you can't listen to people. Like, that's why I love, you know, like true creative people, they listen to themselves. Like you know what I'm saying? Because for so long, how many times people been mad that Call of Duty stayed in World War II and back in the day, they got tired of that. Then when Modern Warfare came out, they thought, oh yeah, this is great, whatever. And then now you taking it to a whole nother level. Like, you know what I'm saying? People gonna complain about everything, but Activision know their fans. Like, they know their fan base better than ever. You have haters and you have like fans. Fans will critique you but support you at the same time and be honest and be real with you. And haters is just gonna hate for the sake of hating because they tired of seeing Call of Duty win. Like, just because Call of Duty is up here, it's more exciting to report and talk about them falling if they do. And obviously that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Another thing why I feel Call of Duty Infinite Warfare beat Battlefield 1 is because Call of Duty, they stick to the KISS acronym, which is Keep It Simple Stupid. You know what I'm saying? And because they stick to that acronym, they just make their game simple, fun, and easy to just pick up and play. And that plays a big role on success. That plays a big role on people getting into a game. Like, Battlefield is great. You know, I love that game too. But at the same time, because it's a bigger game, more open, and you know, all these other things that's happening, to me, I feel like Call of Duty is something that's easier to get into, takes you from point A to point B, and you can enjoy it and get more out of the enjoyment, like, right out the gate. Whereas Battlefield, you know, is more realistic. You know what I'm saying? And when you're dealing with something that's more real, sometimes you lose the balance of fun. Now, Battlefield is fun, don't get it twisted. But when it comes to Call of Duty, there's no competition right there in terms of the fun factor that Call of Duty brings you with that quick pickup gameplay. I was born and raised Brooklyn, New York, ear to the streets, walking my talk, it was notorious. Back in 94 on your Hot 97, the station I heard it all, let's get it on, baby. Well, what I feel keeps the gamers engaged is the actual... Okay, so this is how Call of Duty is to me. When you play Call of Duty, like the big cinematics and like the way they bring you into a game, it's like, yo, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? They know how to tell stories. They know how to bring the big cinematic impacts and explosions and stuff like that. They know how to give you that instant rush. Like Call of Duty is like a great addiction. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like a good addiction, you know, for the world of gaming. That's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I hope this don't happen to nobody, but anybody that's a crack fiend or you on heroin, like you get that hit, you feel like you on a whole nother world. Like you need it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Call of Duty is like that drug you need. Is that addictive? You know what I'm saying? In terms of the style of Call of Duty, from the 60 frames per second, how smooth it is, the weapon variety, the story, the multiplayer, the zombies, like all the layers. And then also when you're playing with your friends, like, you know what I'm saying? It's that instant gratification of a kill. That's what Call of Duty brings to the table. And I feel like ever since 2007 with Modern Warfare, you know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare first came out, that's when things really changed for that franchise. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think they packaged the remastered bundle, dog? They ain't stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm telling you, like, it's crazy. That's why gamers are engaged. And also, Call of Duty is a big win in the world of esports. So now you making money off of this great game. That's another thing that keeps players engaged, because people want money. Like, you know what I'm saying? And if they could get better at this game and it's that simple to pick up and play and have fun with, yeah, you're going to spend a lot of time on it. You're going to get good. You're going to compete and get on a team. Like, the whole brand around Call of Duty, like, is smart. And then also, like, even from a marketing standpoint, they keep gamers engaged because you got all types of people, whether it's Carmelo Anthony or Michael B. Jordan or all these people that you see being the face of Call of Duty advertisements. All this other stuff plays a role in that engagement that gamers have, that infatuation that they got with Call of Duty and that brand. You know what I'm saying? So, and also the developers, they know their fans. Like, they know their fan base. So anybody that hate or say this or say that, it doesn't matter. The creators rock with the people, the fans that rock with them. You know what I'm saying? And then also all the cool multiplayer modes. Like I still love gun game. I love the opportunity to play hardcore mode. So in hardcore mode, it's like one shot, one kill type of Call of Duty experience, which is another like instant gratification moment. Call of Duty, man, it's crazy. I love it.
The flow's gravy, then they start to pay me. I'm on another lyrical level like Slim Shady. See, nowadays the truth will get you killed, so you gotta play Bishop before they take out the steel. For real, the rap game needs a resurrection.
Well, a yearly Call of Duty is obviously helping it. Like, for 8 consecutive years in a row, you're the #1 selling game in the United States. Yeah, that's helping the company, baby. That's helping, like, you know what I'm saying? But but seriously though, in terms of just like in the gaming community, in the gaming culture, I think it helps it because now it helps it because of the 3-year cycle, because of the 3 developers. You know what I'm saying? You got Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and you have Treyarch. You understand what I'm saying? So every year it's a new vision of Call of Duty. And to me, that gets me excited. It's just like NBA 2K, you know what I'm saying, coming out, or Madden, like coming out, FIFA, you know, a lot of the sports titles, you know what I'm saying? Like Call of Duty is exactly that. It's a first-person shooter sport now. It's like a sports game, you know what I'm saying? And I'm always looking forward to see all the new things that they're able to come up with. And it's not in a year's time. It's in like probably 2.5 years time. So now each year, even though it's still Call of Duty and that's the brand, you getting a whole new vision from a whole new you know, group of developers. And I feel like that right there is a game changer. So I love it. I think that's great. I think it's smart. And honestly, you know, every time I play a Call of Duty, it's not like, you know, it's not like it's always just a continuation. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like Call of Duty has their own franchise within the brand name Call of Duty. So you got the Black Ops franchise, you know what I'm saying? You got the Warfare franchise, you know? So We'll see what happens next. But I think the next Call of Duty that we do see, I don't think it's going to be like a warfare. I don't even think it's going to be a Black Ops type of game. I think it's going to be something completely different and another unexpected surprise from the Call of Duty brand. So yeah, like I love it. I think you know, I think the fact that it comes out every year, it's Call of Duty is a sport now. Just face it, accept it, and embrace the fact that every time this game comes out, it's always solid 60 frames per second, always have great graphics, always gonna have a great story. We just gotta sit back and let the creators do their thing so we can experience the new Call of Duties going forward.
It's not about complexion, being authentic with lyrics with the message. I reminisce, present the past, future. I went over your head, so get the lead and I school you. See, it's a new day, time to go back, to move forward. We all make mistakes on the road to be flawless. That's why I stay focused, no plan B. I'm gonna win, cause there's no hip-hop without Hot 97. Tune in.
Alright, so now this question right here, like, I gotta go in. I gotta go in on this, man. You know what I'm saying? This is that shit moment. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is. Yo, real talk. First off, shout out to Boogie2988. You know what I'm saying? That's my dude. That's the trending gamer of the year. Well, you know, for last year, salute that dude. You know what I'm saying? He going in. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards show and everything that they doing over there. Much love to him. Okay, let's keep it real, right? On that segment where they had Buy, Borrow, Boot, they asked him about Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, and Call of Duty, right? He said Battlefield 1, definite buy, which is true, like definite buy. Then he said Titanfall 2, if he would put that in the category of borrow, because you know you had to choose one and stuff like that. And then Call of Duty, he said he would give Call of Duty the boot. But here's the problem that I got with Boogie2988 when he said give Call of Duty the boot, like the reason.
But Call of Duty, you're getting the Francis boot. Get out of here. We're done with you, okay? We don't want to go to the moon. We don't want to go to space. We want to go back to World War X.
Now, the one thing I will say, though, about Call of Duty, it's just coming out. You know, the reviews, I think, are going to be good on it. You're just not into it because I guess is it too much of the same for you? Is that your problem?
To me, it's kind of too over the top. It's just they keep doing the same thing over and over again, but they try to make it more and more absurd and bizarre. I grew up on Castle of Wolfenstein. I grew up on Doom. I grew up on you know, all of that stuff. I want the slower paced gameplay. I don't want to jump off walls. I just want to skill to matter. I want skill to matter.
I know, and Titanfall. That campaign is incredible. We're so honored they were here to kind of debut it for the first time, and now that people played it, so many great comparisons.
Titanfall 2 is over the top, but in a completely different way. You know what I mean? Like, it's over the top in a good way. It's so good.
Like, it's the same thing that everybody else was saying. Oh, it's Call of Duty is over the top. Nobody wants to run on walls and do all this other stuff. I just want to keep boots to the ground and all this other stuff. And what bugs me out is that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, for the majority of the game, like, boots is on the ground. Like, and then there's parts in the game, not many parts, where you're actually in space, but you're fighting in space. So there's no gravity. You're actually in space and you floating and flying and stuff like that. And you know, so crazy. Those moments is crazy. Like when you're floating in the air in space in Call of Duty and you having those battles and you like smash somebody's helmet and then you see all the blood just come out because you know ain't no oxygen out there. It's crazy. Crazy. You don't get that in other games. Period. You don't. Then on top of that, like to me honestly, when it comes to Call of Duty, Titanfall 2 and when it comes to Call of Duty, Titanfall 2 and Battlefield 1, they're all buys. All of them. There's no borrow, there's no boot. You buy everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? All those games is hot. But let's keep it real though. Another thing that Boogie2988 was talking about, he was talking about like the wall running. You know, like who wants to wall run in Call of Duty? There's just too much is too much. But then in the same breath, you talk about how great Titanfall 2 is, and Titanfall 2 do the same thing in terms of wall running and this and that, this and that. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like you were saying, but it's so good though, it's so good. Well, Call of Duty is so good too. Like, I don't understand the logic. To me, I feel like since so many people was just on the bandwagon of hating on Call of Duty, they just hating on Call of Duty for the sake of hating on it. Because your explanation means, based on your explanation of Call of Duty being over the top and you don't like that, you shouldn't like Titanfall 2. You should just only like Battlefield 1 then, since that's the one that's so-called mainly boots to the ground. Because Call of Duty boots to the ground for damn near the whole game. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the logic. Is like, come on now, dog. And then on top of that, what bugged me out is, I'm gonna be so honest with you. If you take Titanfall 2, right, and you take Call of Duty, and you just put Call of Duty's name on the Titanfall 2 game, and take the Titanfall 2 name and put it on the Call of Duty that just came out, what would you say then? Would you say Titanfall 2 should get the boot and Call of Duty is something I'll borrow and that's okay? Like, you understand what I'm saying? I feel like people are just hating for the sake of hating because they tired of seeing Call of Duty win so much. I really feel that way. Because there's nothing wrong with that game or any other, you know, the games that was mentioned. But every time I hear somebody talk about the over-the-top Call of Duty, it shouldn't be that way. I'm tired of playing Call of Duty like that. Then if that's how you feel, you should feel that way about all the games that's like that then. Because there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It's not broken. It ain't no bad game. I just don't get the logic. I feel like if, like, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, that experience, if it wasn't called Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, if it was called something else, and that game was just the way it is, nobody would say nothing. They're only talking trash because it's a Call of Duty. That's it. The brand name, people are trying to attack it because it keeps winning. Another thing I wanted to say in terms of the whole buy, borrow, boot thing, from a story standpoint, like, in my opinion, Call of Duty did a much better job than Battlefield, because Battlefield's story, the way they did it, I'm gonna give you an example. It's like going to Thanksgiving and you get a little piece of everything that's on the menu at the house, but you can never get, but they won't give you a full meal. They give you a little piece of everything and a little taste of it, but you can't get the full meal because the way they broke it up in little mini stories. Whereas Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, if y'all played that story, I ain't gonna spoil it, but if you play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare story, that joint is complete from start to finish, and it actually has a closing. Like, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, there's no need for Infinite Warfare 2. Like, they closed it in a way of completion. It felt full. You felt full after playing Call of Duty. It was that great. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, just stop hating. Call of Duty is great. Stop game! Stop